The same vicious winds that turned 3 Southern California wildfires into destructive dynamos were also making the firefight more difficult. The water-dropping planes and helicopters essential to taming and containing wildfires have been mostly grounded because it's too dangerous to fly them in the strong wind. Tuesday saw gusts of over 50 miles per hour, 80 kph. Commanders hoped to have them back in the air on Wednesday morning, but all indications were that the winds will be whipping then too, fanning the flames that spurred evacuation orders for nearly 200,000 people, destroyed nearly 200 homes, and remained mostly out of control. The prospects for containment are not good, Ventura County Fire Chief Mark Lorenzen said at a news conference Tuesday. Really, Mother Nature's going to decide when we have the ability to put it out. Southern California's so-called Santa Ana winds have long contributed to some of the region's most disastrous wildfires. They blow from the inland toward the Pacific Ocean, speeding up as they squeeze through mountain passes and canyons. The largest and most destructive of the fires, an 85-square-mile, 220 sq.km wildfire in Ventura County northwest of Los Angeles, had nearly reached the Pacific on Tuesday night, after starting 30 miles, 48 kilometers, inland a day earlier. The wildfire jumped the major artery U.S. Highway 101 to a rocky beach northwest of Ventura, bringing new evacuations, though officials said the sparse population and lack of vegetation in the area meant it was not overly dangerous, and the highway was not closed. The fire had destroyed at least 150 structures, but Incident Commander Todd Derham said he suspects hundreds more homes have already been lost, though firefighters have been unable to assess them. Lisa Kermode and her children returned to their home Tuesday, after evacuating Monday to find their home embroiled in ashes, including a Christmas tree and the presents they had just bought. "We got knots in our stomach coming back up here," Kermode said. "We lost everything, all our clothes, anything that was important to us. All our family heirlooms. It's not sort of gone, it's completely gone." Mansions and modest homes alike were in flames in the city. Dozens of houses in one neighborhood burned to the ground. John Kiesler, 65, and his wife Linda raced out of their apartment building as the flames approached, then stood and watched the fire burn it to the ground. "It is sad," Kiesler said. "We loved this place. We lost everything." Linda Kiesler said they were just glad to be alive despite losing so much. "Those things we can always get back," she said. "The truth is it is just things, and thank God no one died." Some 12,000 structures were under threat. A spokesman for the American Red Cross says they expect the shelter in Ventura County to be at capacity Tuesday night. Fred Mariscal says Red Cross officials expect about 400 people at the shelter Tuesday night. He says the shelter is serving meals, providing a mobile shower truck, and has doctors and nurses on hand to provide medication for residents who were displaced by the wildfire. While the blazes brought echoes of the firestorm in Northern California that killed 44 people 2 months ago, no deaths and only a handful of injuries had been reported. In the foothills of northern Los Angeles, 30 structures burned. Mayor Eric Garcetti said the gusty winds expected to last most of the week had created a dangerous situation, and he urged 150,000 people under mandatory evacuation orders to leave their homes before it's too late. "We have lost structures, we have not lost lives," he said. "Do not wait. Leave your homes." Fires are not typical in Southern California this time of year, but can break out when dry vegetation and too little rain combine with the Santa Ana winds. Hardly any measurable rain has fallen in the region over the past 6 months. Fires in suburban settings like these are likely to become more frequent as climate change makes fire season a year-round threat, and will put greater pressure on local budgets, said Char Miller, a professor of environmental analysis at Pomona College who has written extensively about wildfires.